Good morning, all, and welcome to the 45th Annual Upper Mohawk Valley Model United Nations Conference.
What a great looking group. You look all ready for a great day, and we are delighted to have you here at SUNY Poly.
My favorite part of Umvmun is how people join together and they really are super kind to each other. Everyone just listens to other people's opinions and really takes them into consideration, and I just love how nice everyone is to one another.
Model UN has made the world a lot more familiar. Distant places don't really seem distant anymore. Everything's kind of in perspective, and it's a lot easier to talk about different parts of the world.
Prior to joining Model UN, I usually only thought about issues that affected countries like the United States or countries that are very close to the United States diplomatically. After joining Model UN, I started to realize that there are other issues that you don't really hear of being a US citizen that are just as pressing, just on other sides of the world.
My favorite part of Umvmun has got to be the community here. They're so diverse and so professional and kind to one another. I've gained so many friendships throughout it, and I've also learned so much from so many other delegates.
My favorite part of Umvmun is all the people that I meet, especially through conference leadership. I have met so many passionate and dedicated people who love Model UN, who love involving themselves in the community, and it's really just opened my mind to the world around me and to what I can do in the community myself to improve the lives of others.
So my favorite thing about working with the people around me is that we all have a shared goal and a shared interest of making this the best conference ever.
I support the United Nations because we all come together as one. No matter how different countries may be, we all have a common say.
I support the United Nations because at the UN, all countries, regardless of their size or their military power, are heard and issues are discussed to defend the people who usually cannot defend themselves.
Every single individual, no matter who they are, what country they belong to, they have the rights that cannot be stripped away from them.
Human rights, to me, it's really special because it's something that we all share. Even though we come from many different nations and many different backgrounds, it's something that is universal throughout this world.
Human rights are a set of guidelines that apply to all people regardless of race, nationality, age, or gender. It's something that all humans have in common and all humans should treat with respect.
We're all fighting for the same basic things when you really look into it, and I think the United Nations does a really fabulous job of that.
Being a conference leader has taught me so many things. Primarily that you can't get something done by yourself. You need people to help you, and that really ties in with the goal of the United Nations is for cooperation, and that truly does not lack in this process, and that's something I feel is the most fruitful from this conference as well.
This has taught me that in order to be a great leader, you have to listen to other people, to understand their point of views, and just be respectful in general.
Model UN has impacted my view of the world because it taught me that you need to be open to hearing other people's ideas and opinions and be willing to collaborate with them.
Model UN has helped me learn how to become a leader, learn how to speak publicly, and learn how to share my ideas in a way that they are heard, but respectful to other opinions.
Model UN has helped make me a more global citizen and has given me different perspectives and viewpoints other than just the US. Now I can see different issues from different viewpoints other than my own, and it's very, very empowering, and I've learned a lot.
Model UN has taught me that you're responsible for others, not just for yourself. Just because you have to do something, it's not one isolated thing. It has an impact on everyone else. So it's really important that you communicate and work with each other.
Model UN has affected my view of the world by making me more involved on what's going on in different countries other than my own, knowing the world crises that are happening in places that I've otherwise not heard of if it weren't for Model UN. I've become a greater advocate for change. I've involved myself more in the community outside of just Model UN.
Model UN has definitely given me some higher speaking skills. When I came into UN, I was much shyer than I am now. And I was not as good at networking with other people, and now I'm able to reach out to other people and make friendships, or even just talk about international politics or international problems that can be solved today.
Model United Nations is probably one of my favorite parts of high school, where I met so many different people from so many different schools, so many different backgrounds, and I learned more about myself and the world than I ever would have learned from any other experience. I found my passion in life, which is helping others in knowing that I'm blessed to have the life that I have and that other people might not be as fortunate, but it's my job to make sure that those people are given the rights that they deserve. And I probably would not have learned that lesson from anywhere else but Model United Nations.